What is that? It looks like clothing. Yeah, I gotta get in there and look at that. That is definitely clothes. This isn't necessarily a spot where you'd fall.
His hobby, now his purpose.
Adam Brown and Jeremy Sides have seen a lot in their time diving and searching for missing people.
This pair does this on their own time and they don't do it for money.
Let's just get in the water, let's go for a dive, see what's down there.
And now he can say, I am the one who is finding answers for families desperate to heal.
We're doing the job right. I think it's a really good thing that we're all doing.
Yeah, this is getting very narrow. All right, so this looks like the location. So we are on location to where Vaughn Callenback's truck was found. Now, let me show you guys this picture. I'll put it up on the screen right now and show you what we're looking at. And what does this look like to you? Right off the bat, to me, it looks like he was trying to turn around, perhaps, and he backed off into the embankment and vanished. Now, that immediately screaming to me, accidental, he couldn't get out, he's somewhere here in the woods. There are other theories that this vehicle was dumped here. Anything's possible. I have no idea, to be honest with you, but what I do know is this vehicle is found here. Let me show you guys this. This is the exact spot where that vehicle was at. And look at this. Now, it's been a few months, but it's winter time, so nothing's really grown in yet. But I mean, yeah, if you back into here, you're not getting out. Now, at first, I was like, yeah, man, cut and dry, this is an accident. He's out there in the woods somewhere. After talking to the family, after getting a lot more details, this very well could be the vehicle was dumped by somebody and there's foul play. But after driving out here, now I don't know the locals, I don't know how this, how everything is around this area, but outside looking in, when I drove in here, this road is remote and very narrow and not exactly someplace that you can easily access quick, unless you didn't care about your vehicle. But I mean, yeah, me driving that dually through here, I had to take it painfully slow. So what a weird spot. If this is foul play, what an odd area to dump the vehicle, right? Why would you dump it here? If I was gonna dump it, I mean, farther back, like coming into this area, there's way steeper, deeper, longer places to dump a car that would go down into the woods and could quite possibly vanish for a couple years until somebody managed to come across it, hunters perhaps. Right here, it looks like a car accident. Somebody driving by will see it immediately. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look around. Like, we know where his truck was at, right? So what I want to do is I literally just gonna want to get down here in the woods and walk around. From what the authorities have released publicly, they're claiming that there has been hundreds of people out here with numerous dogs. They've scoured this area multiple times. Family, friends have all been out here. That's what I've been hearing. But it's happened time and time again. Hundreds of people may have been searching. There may have been dogs involved, but he could have been missed. Where, if he did crash here and it was an accident, he got out of his vehicle somehow, and where did he go from here? He was a very old man. I don't know how his health was, but this area was supposedly cleared. I don't really know. So I'm going to treat this as any other missing person case we dive into. I'm going to assume he has never been searched for. We need to double check the area to make sure he's for some reason still not laying out here somewhere. I highly doubt he's out here, but if anything, this video will keep his story alive. Lots of missing person stories get thrown into the news and people hear about them every single day. We got Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells, we hear about them all the time, right? How many of you guys have heard about Vaughn Callenback from North Georgia? Probably none of you. So we're going to dive into this and we're going to get his name out here because he hasn't been found yet. His family wants him home. So that's what we're going to do. So let's jump out here in the mud, see what we can find. Before I get down there and start searching, let me tell you about today's sponsor. Have you ever wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? I recently saw in a video he made and I was shocked. He's in his 80s and he's still kicking butt and working out and staying active. What's even more shocking is he's stronger, can work out longer, and even has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. He did this by just making one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing this one thing too, and she's never felt better. She says she feels 10 years younger, her body looks leaner, and she has energy all day. Chuck made a special video that explains everything. Make sure you watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/nug with 2 G's, or by clicking in the link below in the description. It will change the way you think about your health. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/nug with 2 G's, or click the link in the description below to watch the video now. You won't believe how simple it is. Just a reminder, the legendary Chuck Norris is a whopping 84 years old, and yet he has more energy than me. He discovered he could create dramatic changes to his health simply focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. Watch his method by clicking the link in the description box below, chuckdefense.com/nug with 2 G's. So we got a lot of rain last night, so everything's nice and wet and muddy, and it's cold out here. But I'm literally gonna crawl down here right where his vehicle is at. Let's just recreate the scene here, man. Let's say he backs in. There's some tire marks right here. They probably drug it out. And he gets out of his car. He can't get up the embankment for some reason. He decides to go this way to see if he can find another way out, perhaps. Not sure. This is a very not friendly place to just hike around. As you can see, it's super thick, briars everywhere. There's a little tarp right there. I think it's what they put up like when they're trying to control erosion or something. But I'll go wander here under this bridge just to see. I see something over there really quick. I'll wander over there and look. Something in the water. I should have brought some rain boots or something. I got these little boots on, but they're only ankle high. I mean, I could step in the water a little bit. Let me see. Nope. I'm gonna sink in the mud. Actually, those are just leaves. So we're looking for articles of clothing, tennis shoes, remains, obviously. There is also word that he always carried a gun. So we're looking for that. That's weird. We're out here in the middle, literally the middle of nowhere, and look at this thing. What is that? Oh gosh, look at them thorns. That's a lot. That's wild. You're back in the middle of nowhere and you still find signs of humans. Alright. What if I could walk on this log without falling in? I'm trying to get over to the other side. Oh man. Freaking briars, dude. I hate briars. Man, I've made it pretty good ways away from where the truck was found. Essentially, I've been just doing a grid search, zigzagging back and forth on this hill, looking for anything. It's been a few months now since he's gone missing. So if he's out here somewhere, sadly, we're not going to be finding him as a whole, so to speak. Not to make it sound too graphic or anything, but you guys understand this is the real world, and if somebody dies out here in the woods a few months later, you know, it's not going to be the same as if he died 2 days ago. You know what I mean? So what we're looking for is clothing, shoes, hat, glasses, anything really, bones that could point us in the right direction. But right now I haven't seen even a piece of litter on this side, but across from the river, if you want to call it that, some kind, it's like it looks like one of those pop-up campers. It's like a tree fell on it, somebody drug it out here. It's probably the guy that owns that plot of land. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the bridge, across the river, and start checking that area really good, and make my way back over here just to make sure. For some reason he didn't find his way inside that, seeking shelter. No idea, but we're gonna check it out. Man, I'm on the other side of the bridge now. I'm gonna try and go down this. Look at the size of that freaking tree that they cut down. That thing was huge. Holy smokes. Bet that was old. See if I can get down this without breaking my neck. There's a camper that somebody parked out here. Yeah, this is definitely private property, so I don't mean to trespass. I'm just looking around. Hopefully nobody shoots me. So you can see right there, it's nice and open. Guy's taking care of this place. So you park this here just to get rid of it. I don't see any way for anybody to get inside this thing. It's one of them pop-up ones. Been sitting here a while too. Well, here's the door. I don't think this thing's been moved in forever. No, there ain't no way to get inside this thing. It's just cubbied off, I guess. You have to open it all the way up to get inside. All right. Well, didn't come back here. At least I don't see him. All right. So like I was saying, what if he gets out of his truck? He's got no other option, because that way is just more ruggedness all the way up to North Carolina. So this is the way out. So say he started walking. Maybe he gets tired. Maybe he has a heart attack. Falls off the side of the embankment. It's a good theory. I'll walk a little ways just to see if I can see anything right here, but this isn't really an embankment, so like he'd be laying right here if he's here. I don't see how they could miss that. All right, so I've already went walking back on the road a little ways, looking off the embankments, didn't see anything. There's a nice plot of land over here. Embankment's not that far down, so I wouldn't think he'd be laying there if he did fall off the ravine somewhere. But I had another thought in my head. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this one or search into this one, but check this out. You keep going and this road just gets more and more rugged, right? And it goes all the way up to the border, Georgia, North Carolina. What if this was foul play and what they did was they drove his truck way deeper into this area, discarded of the body, came back here, and then dumped the vehicle? It's a thought, but the angle of the vehicle tells me it was going this way and backed up into the ravine, right? Now, whether it was pushed or whether it was accidentally backed into, we don't know yet. But I'm just trying to think of everything that I could think of, you know? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get in the truck and I'm gonna start heading that way. And every time I come across a spot where he could have fallen down a ravine, I'm gonna park, I'm gonna jump out, and I'm gonna do my best to look off the side, see if I can see anything. And if I see something, I'm gonna crawl down the ravine and check it out. All right, so my truck is right over there. Yeah, I've walked back this little dirt road a little bit. Came back here to this ravine, very secluded. Check this out. I think that's a sink. Somebody threw their kitchen sink down here. It's pretty wild. This would be a perfect spot to dump something, but I don't see anything. So that's good. Good slash bad, because we still don't know where he is, but he's down back here, so we'll keep looking. Decided to walk sections instead of like just parking and jumping out and parking. So I parked way down the hill. I'll just hike a section until I run out of section to check, and then I'll drive on to the next section. I saw something in here. I don't know where it's a good place to spot it. What is that? It looks like clothing. Yeah, I gotta get in there and look at that. Okay. That is definitely clothes. That's really old. What brand is it? Basic Editions. What size? Large. Pretty common. But you know, there's nothing else here except this coat. I don't see any bones. I don't see nothing. This could just be a coincidence. I mean, this thing's been sitting here forever. It's like falling apart. Look at that. I don't know if, like, you know, a few months out in the wilderness will do that, but we're gonna make a note of that. See what the family thinks about that one. See if that coat might belong to him. But I'm on the right track, at least. I'm gonna look around this area really good to make sure there is nothing else. Looks like there's another piece of the clothing up there. Yeah, it's stuck to that piece of fabric, part of that coat, I think. If it wasn't out here in the middle of nowhere and I actually had service, I would reach out to the daughter, ask her about that coat. It's got my senses tingling now, you know what I mean? Trying to look around really good in this area. See if there's anything else laying around. What is this? Oh, that had me going there for a second. Just a stick. Sure looks like something though. Man, I don't want to miss anything, you know? Like if my theory is correct, he did hike out and fell. Let me go back over here to this coat, kick over some leaves really quick, just to make sure. Man, I don't see anything. Could be a weird spot too. I mean, if you think about it, this isn't necessarily a spot where you'd fall, you know, unless maybe I don't know. But like I said, I don't see any bones right here, so this could just be a coincidence. So we're gonna keep looking, see what else we can find. And another thing, the coat would still be on him. Yeah, it wouldn't just be laying there. All right, I searched that spot really good around where the coat was at. Didn't see anything else. So, like I said, I'll write the family later on, let them know what I did, ask them about the coat. Chances are it's just a piece of clothing that somebody threw out their window or fell off four-wheeling or something, who knows. But you never know. So, like I said, let me get back up here on the road. I'm gonna walk back to my truck, continue searching this bank, and probably drive up on top of this hill, keep checking. Yeah, I just pulled over here. It's like a pretty good open spot. Saw some stuff laying around. I wanted to check it out. Looks like there's a walking trail right here. It might be a game trail or something. But see, right off the bat, there's an old tarp sitting here right off the side of the road. I couldn't imagine this being anything, but you know what? Just look at it anyways. Nope, just trash, bugs. Down that ravine though, there's a bunch of trash. Looks like somebody comes up here and dumps nasty. Kind of surprised I haven't seen more of that, but I walked across the street here. There's a hat sitting here. Also looks incredibly old, but I don't know. I'll just take pictures of it, document it, let the family know. That one's really old. I'm gonna leave it right there. Reason I'm not picking it up, putting it in a bag or something like that and taking it with me is because if it is evidence, I don't want to go running off with it. I'm gonna leave it exactly where I found it. And since I got it on video, then you know, we're good. I just crawled down that steep embankment to look around. There's a bunch of trash down here and I want to get a closer look. Make sure it's just trash, not anything else. A plastic bag. Empty plastic. Cool old tins. I wonder if they're actually old or if they just look old. I'm gonna say not that old. All right, nothing down here. Now I get to crawl back up the hill. Yay. You know what would make this search so much easier? Binoculars, four-wheelers, stuff like that, to where you go off the beaten path. The thermal drones, even though obviously if we're looking for a body, he's not gonna be putting off a heat signature, but still. And that is why we have ourselves a 501c3 nonprofit called Rapid Compassion Collective. Make sure you follow the link in the description down below if you want to support us, because check this out. I'm out here all by myself, searching the woods with what I got, right? Not complaining. We have 0 government grants. We have 0 corporate sponsorships. We don't have any kind of grants, to be honest with you. The only way that our nonprofit makes money is by you, the viewers. Your individual donations that come in keep gas in the trucks and keep food in our bellies. And that's ultimately, that's good enough for us. So, and that's why I want to personally thank you guys for supporting us and keeping us going. And maybe at some point we will be able to upgrade and get the equipment that we need. But you know what? I have I have wrote so many emails, my fingers have bled, and I've never gotten one answer. So I'm kind of already burnt out. Don't know how to get these corporate sponsors, but you know what? We'll just keep doing what we're doing, and maybe someday somebody will notice us. But other than that, I'm not going to stress over that stuff too much. But either way, if you guys want to donate, make sure to hit us up in the link in the description or go to rapidcc.org. I'm creeping down the hill. Keep looking off all these overbanks. A lot of land. If he could have fell down that way, but there's something. Where'd it go? Right there, next to that tree. Probably just a plastic bag, but I'm gonna wander down there and check it out. And the weather's turning for the worst here, getting some rain. Don't get stuck out here in the mud if it starts pouring. That is definitely not anything. That's just random something. Kind of looks like a motorcycle part, to be honest with you. Oh, it is. Okay, it says KTM on it. That's funny. I bet whoever lost that was pissed. Looks like it was cut. I don't know. Cool. All right, so we've made our way back to the end of the rugged dirt road, and we started right where his vehicle was found, right? So we checked all the drop-offs. We checked it the best we could, because ultimately there are some drop-offs that go way down there, and I can't really crawl down there without rope or rappelling equipment. So can I say that this area is clear? Absolutely not. But we did put a dent in it. My theory, I think it's a good theory. You know, he got stuck and he tried to walk out and possibly had some kind of medical emergency and fell down one of these drop-offs. Or I'm completely wrong. But either way, I knew today was going to be a long shot because there are so many variables to this story. Could have been foul play, could have been an accident, could have been something we're not even thinking of right now. But either way, we need to get better equipped and we can come back out here and get ready to go off the beaten path and start searching these woods. Is he still out here? No idea. I would like to find out though. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next search.